Mayfield going to the air right away. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Here's Freiermuth again. He's got room at the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield setting up the screen. Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 24 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll set up a throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A give running right, Gibson. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll drop to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss to Harris. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 37.
2nd and 11. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back to throw now on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot. And
they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A give up. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this, up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up
second and 5. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A handoff for Gibson, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. I was just confused on that one. I had third down written. It said third down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was fourth?
Something went haywire, and I'll admit it, I've lost track of downs before, but I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this, and look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone, but here it's 4 downs. All right, I can't believe they tried it that way, and then went ahead and faked it as well. Nothing doing.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Mayfield completing it to the right side. Johnson. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt, and now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. 2nd and 3. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number. Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
A give to Gibson running right. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On first down, right back to Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back to throw here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On third down, Mayfield. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll set up a throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to throw again. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal from 28 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Second and 10. We're all knotted up in 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? This is caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately...
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll run. It's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's Gibson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. First down, Mayfield. He finds his man, Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, open man is born. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw, Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mayfield with it once more. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the draw, it's Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust. and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. From the 16, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Mayfield looks to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He'll drop to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
I know that from down to down, you'll hop into different offensive formations and try and fool the defense and pick up some yardage. But going into field goal formation on second down and then running a fake off of it, help me here. Help me with this one. I'm supposed to know this. Help me.
I'm so baffled that I like it because it's different.
Different, all right, but not very successful. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Gibson, toss right. And he's got it down to the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, somebody's certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays. Been a great individual effort today.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Harris on the draw. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers. And he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They hand this off to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And that is no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Washington offense set to take over. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical 4th quarter possession. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
2nd and 5. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mayfield.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield on play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, the crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
First down, Mayfield.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 5. A little over 80 ticks to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Baker. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. There he goes left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now Mayfield. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw. Finding Hardman, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's back to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One last shot for Mayfield here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. It might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Commanders, the train just keeps rolling 9-0.